All right, welcome back, dear students. This is the part two of the lecture. So we just discussed about the introduction, geography, politics, foreign policy, and nuclear non-proliferation and energy politics of Kazakhstan. Now let's quickly look at the Kazakhstan's connectivity as a new Silk Route. Kazakhstan has a total road network of about 90,000 square kilometers, which is divided in different areas. Like for example, 85,000 are the paved roads, and 9,000 plus are the unpaved roads with the international highways passes from Kazakhstan. So, which makes Kazakhstan a very important country because it is centrally located, and if China want to have connectivity through its railways, pipelines, or proposed transportation corridors, it has to go through Kazakhstan. So if you look at the other initiatives which took place in the region, especially in Afghanistan, the previous administration, Obama administration, they coined this terminology that they are going to launch new Silk Route, in which they are going to connect Afghanistan with the rest of the regional powers like Central Asian powers and beyond. So they wanted to initiate a new strategy, a new Silk Route vision, which Chinese are pursuing in modern times through their BRI, OBOR, and New Silk Road Initiative type of things. So basically, Kazakhstan is part and parcel of this initiative. And in 2009, Kazakhstan started the construction of an important road route, which is going to connect Western Europe and Western China, which is going to play a very important role in Chinese connectivity with the rest of the world, and of course, Kazakhstan would be at the center. So if you look at the this particular highway, which is going to originate from China, and it is going to connect Almaty, Kazakhstan, and from all the way from Kazakhstan, it is going to connect Moscow, and then from there it is going to connect the European countries in further. This is another you can say map about this particular route, which is going to change the destinies of the these countries. Previously, the Chinese took about a longer route, which took about 45 days and for 24,000 kilometer route, and this was a huge cost on the Chinese. So now the Chinese can, easily they can connect this particular route and cut short 24,000 kilometer to half of 8,045 445 kilometers, and they are going to cut short about 35 days. Instead of now 45 days, they can reach to these destinations, these countries in 10 days. So this is something which the Chinese are benefiting in future as well. So this is another map which will tell you about this particular thing. So China and Kazakhstan, they are at the center of New Silk Route Initiative, and Kazakhstan plays a very important role in this regard. So this particular thing is going to help in future in the regional and other regional connectivity. Kazakhstan has always been important. It has been strategically located in Central Asia. We have already covered this in detail because of its connectivity with two major powers. But at the same time, this region, this country, has been important for the U.S. After 9/11. United States of America, used this route, which is called Northern Distribution Network, just to supply their armed equipment, supplies, oil and gas from from their cargo ships. So it was the shortest route was Southern Distribution Network, which was from Pakistan, and from there they used to connect Afghanistan through Chaman border and Torkham border. So this was the shortest route for the U.S. Supplies to Afghanistan. But after 2011, when the United States of America attacked Pakistani Salala checkpost in 2011 and killed about 24 Pakistani soldiers. So Pakistan blocked their supplies. And then the Americans, they explored another route which is called Northern Distribution Network, and which originate all the way from Eastern European countries, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and from there it enters Moscow, and then it enters Kazakhstan from two sides, and then it enters Afghanistan. So this northern distribution network was very important for the US, and it provided the U.S. Supplies to Afghanistan. But it was costly, and but it remained very important. If you look at the military of Kazakhstan, it has got a small military, but it's a significant military. They are not in an arm race, or you can say in any aspiration for any major power. Why? Because they are not facing any regional or global threats to their security. So that's why they are maintaining only a small force, which is there for the self defense only. So most of Kazakhstan's military was inherited from the Soviet Union, and these units became the core of Kazakhstan's new military. It acquired all units of the 40th Army. Now, let me tell you about the 40th Army. That this army was used in the invasion of Afghanistan, and it was very important during the Cold War. So it fought against the U.S. and their cronies in Afghanistan for almost, from 1979 to 88. So this army was very important, and this they derived all these things from the this particular military. If you look at their military as a overall, so Kazakhstan Air Force is composed of Soviet, ex-Soviet planes, because they are, they have got closer strategic ties with the Russians, Caspian Sea, and they have also got a small naval force which is maintained on the Caspian Sea. Although let me tell you that Kazakhstan is a landlocked country; they don't have access to sea, but there is a small area. There's a landlocked lake which is called Caspian Sea. It's a huge lake, which is about 1,000 kilometers long and about 463 kilometer, wide, and 1,000 kilometer meter depth. So this huge water body requires small naval force just to maintain their interest in that particular lake, especially with regard to oil and gas and other things. So Kazakhstan, it has played an important role in many occasions, especially their military played a very important role in Iraq, and they assisted the U.S. post-invasion mission in Iraq in the previously. Then during the second Iraq war, Kazakhstani troops dismantled 4 million mines and other explosives, and they also helped provide medical care to more than 5,000 coalition members and civilians. So this was the help Kazakhstan military has extended at international level. If you look at their air force, which is the core of their military, they have got about 41 MiG-29, which is a Russian fighter, 44 MiG-31s, which is an upgraded version of MiG-29, and then you got 37 Su-24 and Su-27 aircraft. So it's a small but significant air force just for their self-defense. So it has not any, they don't have any aggressive intention in the region or beyond. If you look at their military budget, their budget is close to $4 billion, which is a small but very significant as far as their military is concerned, because their army is 20,000, their air force is 12,000, and their navy is about 3,000 in number. So it's a small, meager force, less than 50,000, and their defense budget is quite good if you analyze the strength of their military force. So let's now quickly look at the last part, the conclusion. Kazakhstan is very important country as far as its geography is concerned. It is surrounded by two nuclear weapon states like Russia and China, and it has also got significant portion in the in the Caspian region, which is oil rich, which possess huge amount of hydrocarbon resources, and which could be a new source of energy security in future, especially for the European countries. It has also got good connectivity with the major powers like United States of America, like European countries and others. So it's a key player. It is going to be a key player in future energy market. As I told you before, that the European countries are relying, on Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan. So in future, Kazakhstan is going to play a very important role. Kazakhstan also holds huge amount of uranium reserves, and I think they are the third largest country in their uranium reserves. So it could be beneficial for the India, for the Indians and Pakistanis as well in future, because both countries are now expanding their nuclear program. So they will require more and more access to these resources. And Pakistan, in return, can provide Kazakhstan and other Central Asian states an access to open seas. So that is the thing which is going to help Kazakhstan in future. So it is also an important, country for the Chinese new Silk Route Initiative, or OBOR, or BRI, Belt Road Initiative. So Chinese need Kazakhstan very much, and that's the reason that they are cultivating good ties with Kazakhstan, and they are, coming up with, new roads, new railway links, new pipelines, oil and gas pipelines, which are going to connect Kazakhstan with China and rest of the world. So politically, Kazakhstan is improving, and it is, aspiring for a balanced foreign policy. They are coming up with balanced foreign policy approach, in which they are cultivating, stable relationship with other countries, especially the regional powers and the global powers. But as far as their foreign policy and defense policy is concerned, the Russian influence would always be there, and their tilt towards Russia would always be there, because you can't change the neighbor, because they share about 6,000 plus kilometer border with Russia. So their influence would always remain there on Kazakhstan. Connectivity with EU and centers of power would improve in future, because these countries since 1945, 1994 are relying, and they are connected with Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan supplies 76% of their oil and gas to these countries, European countries. So in future it is going to improve, and they that's the dilemma for Kazakhstan, to balance their relationship with these countries, because Russia is obviously and very aggressive power, and they are against, against the Europeans and the Americans. So this would be a major challenge for the Kazakh government to maintain balance, and not to annoy Russia in future about their relationship with other countries, because they have seen that Ukraine and Crimea and of course Georgia, these countries suffered because of their overwhelming tilt towards the Europe. So in future, it would be a major challenge for Kazakhstan's government just to maintain balanced relationship with European countries, US, and of course the Russians and the Chinese. So Kazakhstan, in a nutshell, has the potential to grow as a major economy in future. Despite its landlocked status, it has got all the ingredients to become a very important, player in international politics, international economic, revitalization, and it would be a key player in the global energy market in future. So that's it. That's all from my side. If you got any questions, you can ask directly to me through my email address, which is Masood, MASOOD dot KHATAK at gmail.com. You can also subscribe my channel, Dr. Masood Khatak, and International Affairs. You can find all these lectures there, and you can also ask your questions, queries in the comment box. I will be happy to answer all your queries. Thank you very much for now, and see you inshallah in the next lectures. Thank you very much.